Good afternoon, everyone. This is Amanda with the Little Bluebird Gallery, and I wanted to share a couple of tips for you when it comes to painting the greenery in your florals. So this is a question that I get asked about a lot. Let me see if I can move this up a little. Painting the leaves around your florals. It's one thing to know how to paint a flower, but putting it in an arrangement and putting in all of the greenery can get a little bit tricky. So there are two things that I can think of that will help you when you're doing this, and I thought I would share those with you. I'm going to give you another little tip too, so maybe there's three things, and I've got my cup of tea, so I'm going to take a little sip of it. Just give me a second. So this right here is my practice sketchbook it's just for florals, and I haven't painted in this in a while, but I do have a lot of floral paintings in here that will be good examples for me to just kind of show you what I'm talking about when I give you these two tips. The first one is, if you're having trouble with just greenery in general, keep in mind that value is going to help you so much. So no matter what shape or what kind of leaf you're trying to paint, if you have a little bit of dark, a little bit of medium, a little bit of light green in there, or even a little bit of a color temperature swap in your values, that's going to help you to get the idea across to whoever is trying to, when they're looking at it, is that a leaf or whatever. Just for example, this little patch right here, there's some really dark green, there's this medium green, and then there's this really, really light, almost white. And when you do that, it just automatically builds some dimension in your paintings. So all throughout this whole thing, let me put it back down. This whole thing, you can find really dark greens, and you can find the medium, and then you can find the light. Also, in this, for example, when I put this down, it was a really dark green. Then I just quickly went back over it with some lighter and then some really light. And building up that value is going to help you get the look that you're going for, especially when you're painting loosely. I'll just see if I can find some other good examples here. I've got some darks, mediums, and brights or lights. And these are different shape of leaf here. This would be greenery for irises, and I did the same thing. I built up from the dark toward lighter color. And that one thing alone, I think, will help you a whole lot with your painting. So this is another example. These are sunflowers, and the leaves are not really shaped exactly like a leaf, but it's more of the impression of a leaf, and you can see that because of the value that we've got here. This one is an extreme example. I've got some very dark greens, almost brown, and then the lighter and the very light. So tip number one is value. I think that will help you a lot. So here's another example of a pumpkin with a flower, and in the greenery here, it's just really a lot of scribbly lines. There aren't a lot of leaf shapes in there. So, but dark, medium, light value helps your eye, tricks your eye to see leaves when you're looking at it. So hopefully that will be helpful. Another thing is variety. So we've got value and we've got variety. And back to this one that we were looking at to begin with, this is a really good example of variety. And you can have big, wide leaves. You can have like a little stem of leaves that are parallel to each other. You can have a little cluster of them, but that variety will help you just to make better greenery for your florals. This one doesn't even have a whole lot of leaf shape in there, but there is the dark, really dark, the medium, and the light value. The variety is not as big a deal here in that one. Some of them I have more variety than others, like this one. We have some that are kind of draping out. We've got some that are really big. But value and variety, I want you to try to keep that in mind when you are coming up with ideas for your leaves, for your greenery, for your paintings. Also, I said I had a third thing that I would share with you, and that is look at real subjects. Maybe not in real life, but real leaves. So this is a book called Color Me Floral. I love this as a reference for painting. And just in this one arrangement here, look at all of the big, darker leaf areas. And we've got the value that I was talking about, dark, then some medium, and then some really light. You've got variety also. So we've got these little bitty leaves in this area, these kind of pointy ones here. We've got these that are a little bit wider over here and here. So those two things alone, value and variety, will help you tremendously when you are painting. Also, if you are a creative community member, my painting group, this Thursday at lunch, we're going to be having our studio time, and we're going to do some work with value and color. We're going to talk about color temperature and dig in a little bit deeper with all of that. So if you're not a member and you're interested, we would love for you to join us. I'll put a link below after the video, and you can come in and enjoy painting with us. So I hope this was helpful. I can't wait to see what kinds of greenery you can create using value and variety. I'll see you back here later.